following reading is from How to Transform Your Life, A Blissful Journey by Geshe Kelsang Gyatso. The practice of emptiness in our daily activities. In the sutras, Buddha said all phenomena are like illusions. In this context, all phenomena means all phenomena that we normally see or perceive. Thus, the real meaning of the sutra is that we should know that all phenomena that we normally see or perceive are like illusions. Although a magician's illusions appear clearly, they do not actually exist. In the same way, although phenomena that we normally see or perceive appear clearly, they do not actually exist. Although things appear to us as inherently existent, we should remember that these appearances are deceptive and that in reality, the things that we normally see do not exist. As mentioned earlier, in King of Concentration Sutra, Buddha says, "A magician creates various things, such as horses, elephants, and so forth. His creations do not actually exist. You should know all things in the same way." The last two lines of this verse means that just as we know that the horses and elephants created by the magician do not exist, in the same way, we should know that all the things that we normally see do not actually exist. This chapter, Ultimate Bodhicitta, has extensively explained how all the things that we normally see do not exist. When a magician creates an illusory horse, a horse appears very clearly to his mind, but he knows that it is just an illusion. Indeed, the very appearance of the horse reminds him that there is no horse in front of him. In the same way, when we are very familiar with emptiness, the very fact that things appear to be inherently existent will remind us that they are not inherently existent. We should therefore recognize that whatever appears to us in our daily life is like an illusion and lacks inherent existence. In this way, our wisdom will increase day by day, and our self-grasping ignorance and other delusions will naturally diminish. Between meditation sessions, we should be like an actor. When an actor plays the part of a king, he dresses, speaks, and acts like a king, but he knows all the time that he is not a real king. In the same way, we should live and function in the conventional world, yet always remember that we ourselves, our environment, and the people around us that we normally see do not exist at all. If we think like this, we will be able to live in the conventional world without grasping at it. We will treat it lightly and have the flexibility of mind to respond to every situation in a constructive way. Knowing that whatever appears to our mind is mere appearance, when attractive objects appear, we will not grasp at them and develop attachment. And when unattractive objects appear, we will not grasp at them and develop aversion or anger. In Training the Mind in 7 Points, Geshe Kelsang says, "Think that all phenomena are like dreams. Some of the things we see in our dreams are beautiful and some are ugly, but they are all mere appearances to our dreaming mind. They do not exist from their own side and are empty of inherent existence. It is the same with the objects we perceive when we are awake. They too are mere appearances to mind and lack inherent existence." All phenomena lack inherent existence. When we look at a rainbow, it appears to occupy a particular location in space. And it seems that if we search, we'd be able to find where the rainbow touches the ground. However, we know that no matter how hard we search, we will never be able to find the end of the rainbow. For as soon as we arrive at the place where we saw the rainbow touch the ground, the rainbow will have disappeared. If we do not search for it, the rainbow appears clearly, but when we look for it, it is not there. All phenomena are like this. If we do not analyze them, they appear clearly, but when we search for them analytically, trying to isolate them from everything else, they are not there. If something did exist inherently, and we investigated it by separating it from all other phenomena, we would be able to find it. However, all phenomena are like rainbows. If we search for them, we will never find them. At first we might find this view very uncomfortable and difficult to accept, but this is quite natural. With greater familiarity, we will find this reasoning more acceptable, and eventually we will realize that it is true. It is important to understand that emptiness does not mean nothingness. Although things do not exist from their own side, independent of the mind, they do exist in the sense that they are understood by a valid mind. The world we experience when we are awake is similar to the world we experience when we are dreaming. We cannot say that dream things do not exist, but if we believe that they exist as more than mere appearances to the mind, existing out there, then we are mistaken, as we will discover when we wake up. As mentioned before, there is no greater method for experiencing peace of mind and happiness than to understand and meditate on emptiness. Since it is our self-grasping that keeps us bound to the prison of samsara and is the source of all of our suffering, meditation on emptiness is the universal solution to all our problems. It is the medicine that cures all mental and physical diseases, and the nectar that bestows the everlasting happiness of nirvana and enlightenment.